Before we can proceed with the Invent series of tutorials to show you all about Infigo Invent, the plugin for Adobe InDesign, it's important that we understand some elements of the MegaEdit product provided by Infigo. So MegaEdit is our flagship product editor, and it works seamlessly inside your browser and in conjunction with your Infigo storefronts and platforms. The reason, in order to use Invent, you need to have a overview understanding of MegaEdit is that they share a lot of resources, they share some terminology, and in order to effectively use your Invent files, you need to understand how it's going to pass data over to MegaEdit and how they will be utilized. And that's the kind of information we'll cover in this tutorial. So starting at the beginning, what is MegaEdit? And you can see an example of MegaEdit on my screen right now. So it's Infigo's flagship personalization software. It allows you to develop and configure dynamic products for a full web-to-print experience. It's all done within your browser, as you can see here, with online editing features, seamlessly linked with your Infigo storefronts. Now, all of the products that you have within MegaEdit are fully configurable with complete control over what end users are able to modify. So for example, I have a basic business card template open on my screen right now, and you can see this is open in MegaEdit, and we're able to fully define the content of this business card. So this includes things like changing the background color, changing the utilized imagery on the particular product, modifying text color, changing the text itself. All of this is configured on a product template. And there's two ways in which we can configure these product templates. One of them is through MegaEdit directly. The other is through Infigo Invent, in which we then export a file and send that into MegaEdit. And then we've essentially got the same format between the two. So we're using Invent to create a format which can be utilized by MegaEdit. So next we'll look at what is Invent. So it is an Adobe InDesign plugin which was provided by Infigo. It allows you to set up complex, configurable MegaEdit variable products from within your Adobe InDesign interface. So what this essentially means and how this allows you to save time is that you can utilize your existing artwork files. So rather than having a design of a photo book or a design of a business card or whatever it may be already in InDesign, but then having to recreate it in MegaEdit, you can now save time by just loading up the Infigo Invent plugin and then setting up your product template so that your actual InDesign file is the one we're using to define which bits are configurable, what values we can put into certain places, and then we can export that whole thing as what we call a MEX file, which we then import directly into MegaEdit and our Infigo storefront. So how do MegaEdit and Invent work together? So we can use Invent within Adobe InDesign to quickly set up configurable products. So this is things such as defining the resources you want to use, so clip arts, colors, text libraries, linking those to variables which are used to create forms where users can input information, and then linking those variables or resources to particular fields on your template. From there, we can export the configured template from Adobe InDesign, and that will be for direct import into your Infigo storefront as a product. One of the time-saving benefits of the Infigo Invent package is that a lot of the resources that you need to make as part of your MegaEdit file setup, which we'll discover in this tutorial, are automatically brought over by the MEX file that's exported from Infigo Invent. So for example, we're looking at things like canvas, stock items, fonts, clip art resources, and so on. So this saves time because a lot of that is automatically configured and brought over based on your InDesign document rather than having to configure them within MegaEdit itself. Once in the MegaEdit editor, you can allow and configure the setup of the product to allow your customers to access and configure their design based on the rules that you have set. So for example, we set up our variables, we set up our form in our Invent package. And now we can see that as a result on MegaEdit, we have a fully featured form which will drive the information on our product itself. But it's important to note that the file you get from Invent is basically a time saver, so you're not limited to creating things on Invent and then with no capability to modify them within MegaEdit. So for example, we've brought in an Invent file and imported it into one of our products. However, I'm still able to further modify this template if I wish to do so. So if I want to put some additional rules or move some of those elements around, I can still do that within MegaEdit. I'm not limited to just setting things up in the Invent package. Once our template is configured, we can allow our customers to design their products using this form. And then from within MegaEdit, where pricing is applied, where other details of the product are applied, we can then add that to our basket and complete our purchase process.